Okay, Kim, can you see my screen? Okay. You know the last time we studied transportation, right? Okay. So we are going to start from where we stopped the last time, like the continuation of where we stopped the last time. Please, can you remember the exact number we stopped? 13. Okay. Do you think the government should encourage Yes, very good. Thank you. 13. Okay. So we already answered 13, right? So we are starting with 14 today. 14. Is there any environmentally friendly transportation in your area? Is there any environmentally friendly transportation in your area? No, it's not correct. It's there. So you say, no, there isn't. No, there isn't. Okay. So the question is there any environmentally transportation in your area? Okay. Do you know the meaning of environmentally transportation? Okay. All right. So environmentally transportation is um like a portion or a sustainable transportation refers to low and zero emission, like the one the government made for people that is a little bit cheaper for people to use. Okay, so the answer should be no, there isn't. Okay, number 15. What do you think is the most dangerous form of transportation? What do you think is the most dangerous form? Okay, you don't know? Me, I think traveling by the sea. It's the most dangerous transportation. To me, I think so. I don't know for other people, but to me, the sea, like traveling by water, moving by water, or traveling by water, it's the most dangerous form of transportation um to me. Some people like traveling moving by water, they like going by water, traveling by water, but me, I don't like it because water scares me a lot. Some people say airplanes, traveling by air. Some people say traveling by air is the most dangerous to them. Some people say traveling by the road, like entering vehicle on the road, on the highway, is the most dangerous to them. Some other people say the sea, traveling by water. So me, I think water is the most dangerous to me because I am so afraid of water. So afraid of water. So water is the most dangerous to me. So what about you? Wow, okay, you think that's the most dangerous, yeah. Some people do think so too. They think traveling, moving by air or traveling by air, it's very dangerous. Like it's risky. Some people literally get scared of entering the planes. Okay, that's great. So, 16. What do you think is the safest form of transportation? Safest, wow. Um, Okay, like me, I don't know what to say if you ask me this question. I don't think I know what to say. The reason is what because what you think is the safest is another person's dangerous. Do you understand? Like I say, traveling by water is or moving by water on water is the most dangerous to me. And there are people who would like to want to move with water. They want to go anywhere, they want to choose water because they think they like water a lot. You see? So when they say, what do you think is the most safest form of transportation? If I say air, traveling by air, you say it's dangerous. So literally, I don't really know which is the safest. I just believe God's protection. I just believe it's God protection because I don't know which is the safest. People travel by plane and they die. People travel by water and they die. People travel by road and they still die. So I don't know which is the safest. I just believe it's just God's protection. What do you think? That's it. I don't know too. Okay, number 17. What is the most readily available form of transportation where you live? Sorry. What is the most readily available form of transportation where you live? It means what transportation is everly ready, the most readily. Like if you want to go somewhere now, you can easily catch up with this transportation. Like it's always ready, it's always available for people to use. So, what form of public transportation? What is the most readily available of public transportation where you live? So, what is it? Okay. Trains, yeah. Trains are always very ready to move. Okay. And number 18, how do you call a taxi in your country from the side of the road? For example, EX, raise your hands in the air, etc. So, how do you call a taxi? Okay, you usually have their numbers. Wow, that's great. In my country, we don't have any numbers to call them. We just raise our hands on the road and taxi, taxi, and they come over to you and we move. That's how we do it in my country. We don't have the numbers. Wow, that's great. Okay. Um, is it expensive to take a taxi in your country? No, it isn't. Okay. Is it common to give the cab driver a tip? Is it common to give a cab driver a tip? Okay, dear. Okay, so it's not common to give them a tip. Okay. All right. So the next one, does the cab driver open the door for you or do you open it yourself? Okay. You open the door yourself, right? Okay. So you say I usually open the door myself or I often open the door myself. I usually open the door myself or you say I usually open, excuse me, the door myself. I usually open the door myself. Or you can say I often open the door myself. Either of these is correct. I usually open the door myself or I often open the door myself. Okay, so let's see the next one, Kim. Is it more appropriate to sit in the front or back of the taxi? Appropriate. So which do you think it's more appropriate? Appropriate means respectful or decent. So which do you think? Is it more appropriate to sit in the front or back of the taxi? Back. Anyways, some people usually sit at the front of the taxi, and some other people like sitting at the back of the taxi. Like me, I think if I enter a taxi, I usually sit at the front of the taxi. I do not like sitting at the back of the taxi. I think it is more appropriate to sit at the front of the taxi because some taxi driver looks at you and think maybe you are using them as your driver. I don't know. That's what I think. But to me, I sit at the front. But some other people like to sit at the back of the taxi. So whichever one is still okay. Number 19, Kim, do you think that we are to be obligated to drive electrical and solar powered vehicles? Kim, are you there? Did you say yes? Okay. So you think it's okay to drive an or to drive electrical or solar powered vehicles? All right. Number 20. Is the public transportation in your city efficient? Efficient. It means enough. Like enough. Is it efficient? Yes, it is. Your baby, right? That's your baby sister. Yes. How old is she? Oh, one. She's still very little. Okay. Change the word. Is public transportation in your city too expensive? No, it's alright. Okay. Can you hear me, Kim? Alright. Sorry, okay. Alright. Is public transportation in your city too expensive? 21. Okay, it's not very expensive. 22. If public transportation were free, would you see it more? Okay, would you use it more? If public transportation were free, would you use it more often? Yes, because it is free and it is affordable. So if public transportation is free, it's I will use it more because it is free. I don't need to pay for anything. I just anywhere I go to, I just go through with the public transportation because it is free. So 23, do you think that your city government maintains the public transportation well? Your government is the people who government are the people who makes laws, like the people in charge of your country. They are the government, the people who makes the laws. Like you have the presidents, you have the senators. You are the government. The government are the people in the country. That those are the governments. So they are the people who makes the laws. So do you think that your city government maintains the public transportations? So the government are you. You people in your country are the government. Like in my country, the government are us. We are the government. We are the people in the country. So we are the government. So that how it is in other countries. Okay. So the government is you and other people. So do you think that they maintain the public transportation well? Yes. Okay. Okay. In other words, are the buses and trains kept clean? The buses and trains, are they kept clean? Okay. Right. So 24. Do you feel safe when you use public transportation? You're not certain. You said maybe. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you cannot say because sometimes it's not really safe. You just use them because you don't have a choice, right? Even when you don't want to use them, we just have to use them because we have no choice. We don't have any choice. So they are our last option. Yes, really. So sometimes it's not really safe. Okay. All right. So vocabulary. Parking tickets. Parking tickets. You know what this means, right? A notice telling a driver of a fine imposed for parking illegally, typically attached to a car windshield. Like in my country, we usually pay for drivers usually pay for this. Taxi driver usually pay for parking tickets. You just see them, they give them tickets. So for where they park their cars, their vehicles, they pay money for this parking tickets. I have never got any parking tickets. Okay, two. Kim, can you read two? Speed limits. A vehicle. Very good. Very good. This is fine. Okay, hold on. Speed limit, the maximum speed at which a vehicle may legally travel on a particular stretch of road. It's the maximum limit or the maximum speed a car can move on the road is speed limits. I have been fined for breaking speed limits twice. It means fine means when you do something wrong, the government take money from you for that thing you do, so you don't have to do it again because it is wrong. So you don't have to do it again. So that's the meaning of fine. You have to pay the fine. You have to pay a fine. See, I have been fined for breaking speed limit twice. Okay, the next is public transportation. So can you read this? Available. Very good. So that is what public transportation is. Public transportation are buses, trains, subways, and other form of transportations that charge set fares, run on fixed routes. This is routes, okay? Route is the particular road that the vehicle is going through. It is called a route and are available to the public. The public are those people who doesn't have cars. So they are the public. Alright? Using public transportation helps reduce traffic jams. So that's it. So public transportation are cars, fare, train, uh, anything you pay money to use, like you enter train, you pay money for it, right? So you get tickets for a train bus, that is public transportation. When you want to enter the airplane, you pay money for it. That is public transportation. When you take a taxi, you also pay money for to the taxi driver. It is also called public transportation. The next is rush hour. So can we read rush hour? Very good. Rush hour, a time during each day when traffic is at its heaviest. So when there are lots of traffic, on this particular day or hour or time, there's usually traffic jam. So it is called rush hour because everybody is coming out and going in. People are coming back from work, people are going to the market, people are going home, kids are coming back from school. So the road is usually very busy. So it is called rush hour. Okay? So that is rush hour. I'm really scared of traveling during rush hour because everywhere will be so tight. It will be filled up of vehicles, people, and all that. So the next one is congestions. Yeah, congestions, the state of being full of or blocked, especially with traffic. You see, that's the same meaning of it's the same thing as rush hour, where everywhere is blocked or full or tight, like the road is so blocked or is so congested. You can say, I cannot go home at this time because the road is so congested. It means the road is blocked. There's a lot of solution to stop traffic congestions. And the last one here is habits. Yes, very good. Yes, very good. We've studied about habits before, right? Habit is something that someone does all the time. So, habits, something that a person does often in a regular and repeated way. I am quite annoyed with many people's driving habits. Some people have a very bad driving habits. I told you some people read while some people eat while driving, some people talk while driving, some other people usually press their cell phone while driving. That is really wrong and it is so annoying. It is really wrong and annoying to do all these things when you are driving. So this is some people habits. Some people will usually drive very speed, like drive so fast, like drive speed. They like driving very fast or speed. They like being on speed when driving. It is also a very bad habit. You see, something that a person does often in a regular and repeated way. I am quite annoyed with many people's driving habits. So, habit is something that some people do all the time, repeatedly. It is called habits. So, all these are expressions to be congested, to block, to be congested, to blocked or crowded and causing difficulties. So that's the meaning of congestion. I told you congestion, to blocked or crowded. When somewhere is very blocked or crowded or causing difficulties for other people to pass, the road can be congested. So congested means blocked or crowded. The roads were very congested at that time. Then to get around, to travel to a lot of places, using the bus is the cheapest way to get around. So when you want to go around, you can say, I would really love to get around. Getting around is going to a lot of places, like visiting new places and all that. And this to help traffic flow more freely, to help traffic move without anything stopping it. Widening the road is one way to help traffic flow more freely. Widening the road is one way to make traffic flow freely. And the last one is commute from many homes to my workplace. From my home to my workplace, travel from my home to my workplace is commute. When you're going to the market, the vehicle you take from your home to your market is called commute. The one you take from your home to your workplace is called commute. So taking a public vehicle is called commute. Alright? So do you have any question? Okay. So I'll send the vocabularies to you today, probably in the night, later at night. I'll send them to you and also send the video of this class to you, okay? So you can study the vocabularies and know the meaning of these things. All right. So I'll see you on Sunday.